Good morning, students. So today we will solve some riverboat problems. So first question is that a river flows at 3 km per hour and is 16 meter wide. So the velocity of the river is given how much? 3 km per hour, and the width of the river is 16 km. Okay. A man swims across the river with a velocity of 4 km per hour. So the velocity of the man is how much? 4 km per hour. Directed always perpendicular to the flow of current. So that means the man is actually trying to flow in perpendicular direction or vertical direction. Okay, he's actually flowing, he wants to flow from A to B in vertical direction. But since the river is also flowing, so the man will flow with the river also. Okay, so then actually um, uh, due to the velocity of the river, the man will cover this AC path, not AB path, because the man is actually flowing with the water also. He has his own velocity, that is 4 km per hour, and he has and some extra velocity component, that is 3 km per hour. So the velocity of the man with respect to ground, so it has two components. One his own velocity, that is 4 km per hour, in which direction? In from A to B, so that means positive y direction, so that means 4 j cap, plus the man is also flowing with the water, so that means, and the velocity of water is 3 km per hour. So the man has also in a velocity component in x direction also, it is flowing in this direction. So 4 j cap plus 3 I cap, since he is flowing in positive x direction, so 3 I cap, and the vertical component velocity is 4 j cap. Okay, so you can derive this equation in this way also. So we can write that velocity of man with respect to river. Okay, so in previous class we taught that in relative velocity cases, so what you know that velocity of man with respect to river is equals to velocity of man minus velocity of river. Velocity of man with respect to what? With respect to ground, and velocity of river is also with respect to ground. Now, what is the velocity of man with respect to the river? It is given 4 is equals to velocity of man with respect to ground. We don't know velocity of man with respect to ground, V of mg, minus velocity of river. We know velocity of river with respect to ground is 3. So from here you can also calculate V of mg is equals to 4. Okay, so the 4 is actually in which direction? Positive y direction j cap, and 3 is in which direction? Positive x direction. So this is I cap. So 4 j cap plus 3 I cap. So in this way also you can calculate. So velocity of man with respect to ground is equals to 4 j cap plus 3 I cap. So first question is that how long does it take the man to cross the river? So first we have to calculate the time. So to calculate the time, we will consider the vertical motion of the man. Vertical motion means this motion. Why? Why we only consider the vertical motion? Look, the man has two components of velocity. One has the vertical component. The man is trying to flow in the vertical direction, and it has some velocity component due to the flow of water. The man is also flowing with the water, so that's why he has some velocity component in x direction. Now this velocity component in x direction, so the man actually covers which path? The man actually covers path from A to C. So we can say that, so since displacement is independent of the direction, so we will say that the man covers, you can say that man covers first the path from A to B, then he covers from B to C, since displacement is independent of path. Okay, so the velocity, his own velocity helps, the vertical component of velocity helps in him to cover the distance from A to B, and the vertical horizontal component of velocity, this velocity helps the man to flow from B to C. Okay, so that's why we will only consider the vertical motion of the man. Okay, so time is equals to distance by speed, or sorry, time is equals to displacement by speed. You write here not distance by speed, you write displacement by speed. Displacement is how much? Width of the river is 16 km, and speed is 4 km per hour. So we take only 4 km, not 3, because this 3 km per hour, it helps the man to to move from B to C. Okay, and this 4 kilometer per hour, this velocity helps the man to flow from A to B. Okay, so that's why you take only vertical component of the velocity. So 16 by 4 is equals to 4 kilometer. The second part of the question is, how far down the stream from the starting point does he reach the opposite bank? So how far he will go? What is his displacement from the opposite side of the bank? The question is this. So you have to actually find out this much distance, BC distance. BC distance is equals to how much? So BC distance, what you know? You know that distance is equals to speed into time, correct? Now speed into time. With time we know, time we find out that time is equals to 4 hour. But speed is what? Speed is actually will take this 3 kilometer per hour, the horizontal component of velocity. We will take only with the horizontal component velocity, and that is 3 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this horizontal component velocity helps the man to cover the distance from B to C. So speed is how much? 3. Will not take the vertical component 4. So and time is how much? Time is 4 hour. So 3 into 4 is equals to 12 kilometer. So you can ask, sir, why we take the same time? Because I told you in the previous class that time is independent of reference frame. Okay, so in the time, okay, the actual displacement of the man is from A to C. So we break it into two components, from A to B and then B to C. So in that time, the man is in 4 hour time, the man is covering the path from A to B, and then in the same time the man is covering the path from B to C also. So time is same for both the path from A to B as well as B to C. So time is independent of reference frame. So distance is equals to 4 kilometer. And the third part of the question is, how much distance did he actually cover? So you have to find out the actual path covered, this AC path. So AC path is equals to what? So you just have to find out the mod of V of mg. So mod of V of mg is equals to root over of 4 square plus 3 square. 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, 16 plus 9 is root over 25. Root over 25 means 5. So how much? So how much distance he actually cover? Actual distance is 5 kilometer, not power hour. Actual distance is 5 kilometer. The second question is, a river flows at 8 km per hour and is 30 km wide. A man swims across the river with a velocity of 10 km per hour. He keeps himself at an angle of 143 degree with the river flow while swimming. Okay, so what is given? Given that the velocity of the river is given how much? 8 km per hour. Width of the river is 30 km. Okay, the velocity of the man is given. Velocity of the man with respect to ground is given 10. Velocity of man is equals to 10 km per hour. But this time the man actually he is swimming with some angle. He is swimming with an angle 140 degree with the river flow. So in which direction river is flowing? This direction river is flowing. So that means this angle is 140 degree. So if this angle is 140 degree, so this angle will be 180 minus 143. That means 37 degree. Okay. So first question is, how long does it take the man to cross the river? Okay. So first we have to find out the time. So first we will break the velocity component of the man. So this you can break this. You can break the velocity of the man with respect to river. So this will, if this is 10, so this will be 10 cos theta and this is 10 sin theta. Okay, 10 cos say 37 degree and 10 sin 37 degree. So I hope you remember this 37 degree angle triangle. So it hypotenuse was 5, perpendicular was 3 and base was 4. Okay, so 10 cos 30, what is the value of cos 30? Cos is equals to base by hypotenuse. So cos 37 degrees is equals to 4 by 5, correct? So 10 into 4 by 5, so 5 2s are 10, 4 into 2 is 8. Okay, so 10 cos 37 degrees is equals to 8. Similarly, 10 sine 37 degrees is equal to 10 sine 37 degrees is equals to 3 by 5, because the perpendicular was 3, our hypotenuse was 5. So 5 2s are 10, so 3 into 2 is equal to 6 kilometer per hour. So we'll add all the velocity component of the man. So the man was actually swimming in this direction, so we break it into component form. So we, after breaking into component form, we can see that man has two component of velocity. One is in vertical direction, that is 6 kilometer per hour, and one is in negative horizontal direction, that means negative y direction, and that is 8 kilometer per hour. The man has another component of velocity also, and that is 8, because the man is also flowing with the water. Okay, so that means it has some velocity component in the positive x direction also. Okay, river is flowing in positive x direction. So this 8 and 8, they will cancel out each other. So that means the man do not have any velocity component in horizontal direction. It has only velocity component in which direction? Vertical direction, and the velocity is 6 kilometer per hour. So if you are standing in the river bank, okay, you will see that the man is actually covering the perpendicular distance. Okay, if you are in the if you are in the river, you will see the man is covering this covering the distance in this direction. Okay, so the second in this direction. But if you are in the river bank, you will see the man is actually covering perpendicular direction. Okay, direct from A to B. Why? Because the man does not have any horizontal component of velocity, it has only vertical component of velocity, and that is 6. So velocity of man with respect to ground is 6, and 6 j cap. Okay, now first question is, how long does it take the man to cross the river? So first we have to try find out the time. So to find out the time, we will consider the vertical component of the velocity. So this time is equals to displacement by velocity. Displacement is what? 30 kilometer, and velocity is what? Vertical component velocity is 6 kilometer per hour. So 30 by 6 is equals to 5 hours. So the time is, the man will take 3 hour time, 5 hour time. The second part of the question is, how far down the stream from the starting point does it reach the opposite bank? So that means you have to find out the his actually, that is called drift, how much distance he will cover in x direction. So how much distance he will cover in the x direction, or his drift is how much? Drift is 0, because he will directly reach to the opposite side of the bank from A to B. So his drift is how much? His drift is 0 actually. His drift is 0 because he reaches the at vertically opposite direction. Drift is 0. And find out the actual distance covered the man. The actual distance covered the man is equals to width of the river, because he covers the distance from A to B in the vertical direction. Okay, perpendicular direction. So he covers only 30 kilometer direction. So about 30, he covers only 30 kilometer path. So his actual distance covered by the man is equals to not 3 but 30 kilometer. So you correct this one, 30 kilometer. The next question is that a man can swim in still water at a speed of 3 kilometer per hour. He wants to cross a river that flows at 2 kilometer per hour and reach the point directly opposite to his starting point. Okay, so velocity of the man is given. Velocity of the man is how much? 3 kilometer per hour. So he wants to cross the river, flows at 2 kilometer. So velocity of the river is given 2 kilometer per hour, and he wants to reach the point directly opposite to the starting point. So that means he wants to directly reach the point B, vertical point. Okay, directly opposite point from A to B, where he started from this point. Suppose this point is A, so he wants to reach the directly opposite point, vertical point B. Now in which direction he has to swim? The first, you know that he cannot swim like this in the right side, because if he cannot, then he cannot reach at the B point, and he cannot swim in perpendicular direction also. He cannot directly swim from A to B, because if he directly swim from A to B, then he is also flowing with the water. So that means then he will cover this distance, AC distance, not AB distance. So he must swim in left side with some angle. So we have to find out this angle also. So first we have to find out that in the directions should he try to swim, that is the find the angle his body makes with the river. So you have to find out this angle first. So this angle is how much? So first we will break this velocity of the man into component form. So velocity of the man is how much? 3. So we can break into two component, 3 cos theta and 3 sin theta. Since this is theta, so the upper part will be, this one will be 3 cos theta, lower part will be 3 sin theta. Okay. So but the man has another velocity component also, and that is 2 km per hour due to the flow of water. Okay. So if the man wants to cover this vertical direction, if the man wants to reach the vertical point from A to B, then his horizontal component of the velocity must be 0. That means this 3 sin theta must be cancelled out with 2. Okay, then his vertical component of velocity will be 0. So that means 3 sin theta must be equals to 2, or sin theta is equals to 2 by 3, or theta is equals to sin inverse 2 by 3. So angle is equals to sin inverse 2 by 3. So first question we have, first part we have solved. The second part is how much time will he take to cross the river if the river is 500 meter wide. 500 meter means 0.5 kilometer. Okay. Okay, so time is equals to what? Time is equals to displacement by velocity. Displacement, time is equals to displacement by velocity. Displacement is what? Displacement is equals to width of the river, 0.5 kilometer, and speed is what? Speed is only the vertical component of the velocity, because they must have to, the horizontal component, they must have to cancel out each other, and the vertical component of the velocity is 3 cos theta. Okay, and what is the value of 3 cos theta? So here I have to put the value of 3 cos theta. So here sin theta is equals to 2 by 3. So from here you can write cos theta is equals to 1 by sin square theta. So 1 by sin square theta, so that means 2 by 3, and value of sin theta is 2 by 3. So that means root over 1 minus 2 by 3 whole square. 2 by 3 whole square means 4 by 9. So that means root over of 5 by 9. So is equals to root 5 by 3. So 3 into root 5 by 3. 3 into root 5 by 3, that means 3 we cut. So that means 0.5 by root 5. Now 0.5 means half. So that means half into 1 by root 5. So 1 by 2 root 5. This is your final answer. So time is 1 by 2 root 5 hour. The last question is, a man can swim at a speed of 3 km per hour in still water. He wants to cross 500 meter wide river flowing at 2 km per hour. He keeps himself always at an angle 120 degree with the river flow while swimming. Find out the time taken to cross the river and what point on the opposite bank will he arrive. So what is given? Given the speed of man is given 3 km per hour. Okay, and he is swimming at an angle 120 degree with the river flow. So river is flowing in this direction, so this angle is 120 degree. Okay, and so if this angle is 120 degree, so this angle will be 180 minus 120 degree, that means 60 degree. So similar way, first we have to break the velocity component of the man into two parts. So this is 3 cos 60 and this is 3 sin 60. 3 cos 60 means 3 into half, that means 3 by 2, that means 1 by 5. 3 sin 60 equals to 3 into root 3 by 2, that means 1.5 root 3. So the man has two components of velocity. One is 1.5 root 3 in positive x-axis and root 3 1.5 in negative. 1.5 root 3 in positive y-axis and 1.5 in negative x-axis. The man has another velocity component, that is 2. In which direction? In positive x direction. So tell me ultimately in which direction the man will cover. So this horizontal component of velocity, they will cancel out each other, but in positive x axis you have velocity 2, but in negative x axis you have velocity 1.5. So the net velocity in x direction will be in positive direction, and that will be 2 minus 1.5 is equals to 0.5. So ultimately what you will see, that the man has the two velocity components. One is positive x direction, that is 0.5 kilometer per hour, and in positive y direction, that is 1.5 root 3 kilometer per hour. So ultimately, if you are in the river bank, then you will see that the man is actually covering the path like this, okay, the green path. Okay. So you can write that velocity of man with respect to ground is equals to 0.5 into I hat plus 1.5 root 3 into j cap. Okay, so this is the velocity of man with respect to ground in velocity vector form. So first we have to covering the time. So time is equals to displacement and speed. Displacement is how much? 0.5 kilometer. Speed is, will take the vertical component of the velocity. Vertical component of velocity is how much? 1.5 root 3. So if you cut 0.5, 3 is 1.5. So 1 by 3 root 3 hours. 1 by 3 root 3 hours is your answer. Time is. The second part of the question is, at what point on the opposite bank will he arrive? So again you have to find out the drift. Okay, so actually the man is covering the path like this. Okay, so his so the opposite side. So suppose this is a point A, suppose this is point B. So this much distance, and suppose this is point C. So this much distance from B to C you have to find out. Okay, so this BC distance you have to find out. So this BC distance is equals to what? This displacement is equals to speed into time. Speed is what? Will take the horizontal component of velocity, and that is 0.5. Ultimately horizontal component velocity is 0.5 into time is same. Time, what you find out the time is equals to 1 by 3 root 3, I think 1 by 3 root 3. So that means, so 0.5 means half, so that means 1 by 6 root 3 kilometer. So this is your final answer. BC distance is equals to 1 by 6 root 3 kilometer. So in this way you have to solve the questions. So thank you for today.